So, according to this Nick fellow, it wasn't just my rights that were marched over, it was also Lopez, which I don't have any problems believing that that's what happened. However, Tim, is it really him who made it happen? Did Tim pay that guy off? Did Tim want Natalie dead? Well, of course he fucking wanted her. Either he gets her or nobody gets her. However, he's not the one that pulled the trigger now, is he? No, he's not. And that's all these people care about. Now, this guy who claims that he's passed the bar exam and works with Joseph Michael Lopez, lawyer. Of course, he also wants to do a bunch of name calling if I don't do exactly what he wants, right when he wants it. Then he tries to, of course, give it a rush thing. Yeah, these are what predators do when they're trying to take you for your money. They try to rush you into making a decision. You have to make this decision right now. I didn't let him get as far as to ask for money. I saw the writing on the wall and I headed it off the way that an intelligent person would. I let him know to cut off his BS. I let him know I wasn't an idiot. He wanted to play. Now there's issues. My life isn't a game. Natalie's life meant something to me, but not to this guy. This guy just wants to get a killer off. Lopez would have gotten 5 years based on the evidence that I had against officers in the case. Now, if Lopez wanted to, the stuff that those officers did to me could get him a brand new court case and the charges dropped and him the ability to sue the living shit out of the officers who did it. Yeah, Lopez is actually standing pretty if he plays his cards right, but he's not able to, is he? He has to have a friend or family member who cares too, and they know what he did. Now the real question is, was Natalie Bollinger raped by Lopez before he blew her brains out? It is very probable. Very probable. And that's something that nobody wanted to bring up in court. Do you know why? Because nobody wants to hear it. It's too traumatic. Now the stuff this Nick guy is claiming, it's bad enough that I've had to deal with the Bollingers all these years. But these web sleuths, these armchair detectives, these nut jobs, where the hell do they think I'm going to get this money from to buy this shit? Do I buy your BS? No, I never do. I don't have that luxury. All right, we got 2 pieces of paper fixed now. Only 2 more to go. That's right. The problem is I couldn't follow these instructions without a friend or family member present. And because I didn't have one, I was taken advantage of by all the services, and they regretfully neglected their duties, resulting in more harm against me, especially at the hands of local law enforcement. Having a badge doesn't make you above the law. Also, just because somebody's homeless doesn't make it okay to treat them like they're a junkie or to pawn them off on mental health just because you don't want to do your job. It's a horrible thing for victims of crimes to have to deal with. It's bad enough that we're victimized into homelessness to begin with. Then we have to deal with abuse by the system for trying to turn in our predators. How dare we, as homeless people, hope for human rights? How dare we need a place to stay? How dare we be immigrants in the United States, richest country in the world? How dare we? That's how we are seriously treated in this country. And don't get me wrong, there are plenty of drug addicts out here. There are plenty of actual predators out here. But you need to go after the actual predators, not just blame anybody who's homeless. When you have a bad day at home and your dad abuses you, don't take it out on homeless people. Take it out on your dad. Is it men who abused you, or is it a specific man who abused you? Is it women who abused you, or a specific woman who abused you? These are questions we gotta ask. And is the term mentally ill used to screw the victims? What are they supposed to do if someone is quote unquote mentally ill? All right. We got all 4 of these taped back together. Last thing I need is more fucking nut jobs, adding more bullshit to my plate, like this Nick Matthews dumbass.